Good evening and welcome to Daystar News. I'm Yvonne Kenya, and tonight we delve in the heart of the unrest sweeping across Kenya. Our special segment, Kenya in Turmoil, Voices Against the Finance Bill, brings you the latest on the protest ignited by the Continuous Finance Bill 2024. This bill, proposing significant tax hikes and financial reforms, has sparked widespread opposition, particularly among the youth. Today we are explained the reasons behind the uproar, the personal stories deriving from this protest. Later, we'll also catch up on the latest in the world of sports, both locally and internationally. But first, let's go to ground reality in Kenya. For the past few weeks, cities across Kenya have been gripped by intense demonstrations. Protesters have taken to the streets, chanting, holding placards, and in some instances, clashing with law and enforcement. The Finance Bill 2024 has been seen by many as a heavy burden on the working class, especially the youth who are already grappling with high unemployment and economic instability. To help us understand the youth perspective, I'm joined today by Ashley Collette, a Protestant and member of Generation Z who has been actively voicing her concerns against the bill. Thank you for joining us, Ashley Collette.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us a bit about why you and so many others are protesting against the Finance Bill 2024?
Absolutely. The Finance Bill 2024 imposes high taxes on Kenyans, where we have to cut on essentials. Like for students now who are graduating, they don't have jobs. We need to get jobs so that we can be able to pay those taxes. And when we get our salaries at the end of the month, by the time we get our salaries, taxes have already been imposed on us, like the housing levy and the car taxes.
The Finance Bill aims to address national debt and improve public services, but clearly many feel that the burden is going to fall on the youth. How has this affected your day-to-day life and also your peers' life?
Personally, I had to cut on some essentials so that I am able to save money. For my peers, everybody is complaining. The Gen Z, these are people who are working so hard because they saw their parents suffer. Now, here we are coming to get taxes imposed on us. Some of us don't even have houses, but there is a housing levy. I still stay with my parents, you see. And so many Gen Zs stay with their parents, and we are being told at the age of 25, we'll have to pay the government some amount of money. For what? Why is there a confidential bill in the finance bill? Also, cars. Why are we going to import cars and then you bring us some hefty money so that those cars can come from whatever country they're coming from to Kenya? Let's talk about us, the ladies. We use pads every month. It's not a choice. It's something that must happen every month. Now you're telling us taxes will be taxed. Right now in the supermarket, the pads are more than 100 shillings. It's not fair. Children will be born. God said, procreate and fill the earth. There is a reason why God put that there. Now you're saying diapers will also be taxed. It's not fair to us, the Gen Zs, and the upcoming generations, because we already saw how our parents and the back generations used to work hard and their money just goes to the government and we can't see something substantial happening.
There's been a lot of tension during this protest. Have you or anyone you know experienced any incidents that highlight the severity of the situation?
Yes, the police are becoming brutal on us. We are not goons and we are protesting for our need, what we need the government to do, and we need the government to change. The police are using tear gas. We do not have guns, we do not have stones. Why are they using tear gas and water cannons to disperse us and some of us are getting hurt. So many protesters are in hospital right now. They either broke a leg, or they were shot by rubber bullets, or they were shot by live bullets. It's not fair. And the police also, they have children, to be honest, and we are fighting for the rights, including the rights, their own rights, and they are coming here to tear gas us using bullets. It's not fair. And yes, there are several protesters in hospital, and they are getting the help they need, and we are recuperating very well.
Your resilience is inspiring, Ashley Colette. As we wrap up, what message would you like to send to the government and other young people watching tonight?
First of all, to the government, we reject the finance bill. Hear our cries. We are here protecting ourselves and our future generations. Please, Mr. President, listen to us. We will hear you out. Please do not send the police to us. We are not goons. We need protection. And to my fellow peers, we meet in the streets. We protest against this finance bill. We are not going to accept this government to torture us and our upcoming generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your insights with us tonight. As the situation continues to unfold, Daystar News will keep you updated with the latest developments. Now let's shift gears and take a look at the sports world.
In sports news, the national football team has had a remarkable victory in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers, securing their spot in the next round. Meanwhile, internationally, Wimbledon is in full swing with some surprising upsets in the early rounds. Serena Williams, in her comeback, has reached the quarterfinals, demonstrating her enduring prowess on the court. Locally, the athletics scene is buzzing as preparations for the Nairobi Marathons are in full swing, with top runners from around the world expected to participate. Stay tuned for more updates and interviews with the athletes as we get closer to the event. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on Daystar News. I'm your anchor, Dido Hailake. Thank you.
Why do 95% of thrill seekers choose Mountain Dew for their summer adventures? Picture this: the sun's blazing, the trails are calling, and you're armed with the ultimate summer companion, Mountain Dew. Need a burst of energy? We've got you covered with 3 refreshing flavors that'll keep you going. First up, the classic Mountain Dew. Bold, intense, and always a winner. Next, Dew Voltage. Blue raspberry with a surge of citrus and ginseng. Talk about electrifying. And don't forget Dew Baja Blast, tropical lime that'll transport you straight to a beach paradise. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your gear, pop open a Dew, and dive into summer like never before. Adventure's calling, and Mountain Dew is here to fuel your journey. It's a refreshing Dewer summer. Are you ready to unleash the fun? Let's do this.